Hey everybody, this is Alex. I just want to talk to you guys about broken families. Broken families are where parents are absent from a child's life in the early stages. Most of the time, broken families are where a mother or father are absent, or either just both parents are absent, and it's really sad because most of the time the children end up having a negative reality because of this. Now, I believe that if you plan to have a child, you need to know that for the first 18 years, you are in charge of that child's life. No matter how many times they fight you on, it's my life, I learned how to do my own life, I don't need my parents, they do. And it's up to you to make sure that their first 18 years, the 18 years in which they are before they turn an adult, that they're positive, not full of negativity or drama that they have to deal with. Not the idea that I have no idea where my mother is, I have no idea where my father is, and so now I gotta go do all this other stuff. It's crazy. So I just think that if you guys really plan to have a child, you need to know that you are in charge. That if you decide to have this child, then you need to make sure that you do it correctly. You can't just leave a child hanging. You can't just say, well, I had you, child. Goodbye. Like, you can't do that. It's up to you. And I'm so sorry this is a reality check for some of you, but you're going to need it at some point. So here I am going to talk to you guys about broken families. Now, if you've ever been in a situation where a friend or just anybody came up to you and said, hey, do you want to go to the movies? And they said, I'll pay for you, I'll pay for the tickets, the food, I'll pay for the stuff that you want to do afterwards with me, I'll do it. And you agree, you both agree that at this time, at this place will be. You go to the movie theater and the person never shows up. How do you feel? You feel disappointed, you feel angry, you feel as though now you wonder, did I do something to make this person not want to come anymore? What happened? And then you find out you didn't do anything. You couldn't have done anything because you didn't have any contact with them afterwards. You find out it's just the person's decision. They just didn't want anything to do with you anymore. That's how a child feels. They feel abandoned. They feel like they can't stop crying. They feel angry. They feel as though they're disappointed to whoever left them. And they feel exactly how you felt in that situation, because you were constantly judging them as it was your fault that the person didn't show up, right? And so I can honestly tell you that I'm telling you 100% of what a child really does feel, because I'm a child in that situation. I don't have my father with me. He just decided to get up and leave. Had one, had multiple conversations with him, 7 years straight, and he decided to just up and leave. Just one random day, just didn't decide to call him, never has called back. Now I'm 18 years old, been more than 7 years now, and I'm still wondering, what did I do to cause him to leave? Never came, haven't even decided to come to realization that maybe it's not my fault, but it's the fact that it was my father, and now I see everybody else with their fathers. That makes me wonder. So, I mean, if you love the idea of abandoning people and just making sure that people feel horrible about themselves, then go ahead, have a child and abandon them and create a broken family for that child and have their lives become negative and just full of regret and wonder about what they did wrong and always want to cry and end up most likely with a mental disorder. If you want that, go ahead. By all means, do it. I'm not here to make you sad or anything, you know? Don't want to make you regret not doing something. But if you actually want a person to have a positive life and have a higher chance of being happy and feeling welcomed, then have a child and stay in their lives. Even when they're like, oh, mom, dad, I know what I'm doing. Like, they don't. We all know they don't. So just stick with them, because they really do need you. If you ever just felt as though you wanted to be alone or anything, or if you feel as though the family life isn't enough for you, it's okay. Everyone feels like that. I can promise you at some point your parents felt like that. That's why people have girl nights out, even for mothers. Guys night out, even for men and fathers. I mean, the list goes on for what they do. Just remember that every night you need to return home for your child. At least until they're 18, and then they move on to college, which you should highly recommend, by the way. Come on, college. It might be expensive now, but trust me, in the long run, it's amazing. My sister went to college, graduate school, and now she's at law school. Trust me, it's a lot of money. Trust me, it's a lot of stress, but it's worth it. She's getting amazing internships, type of internships that end up paying back college, might I add. Parents, I got you. And, I mean, if you just want to be a good person, in all honesty, just do it. Just stay in the person's life. This doesn't just have to stand for the mother and the father. This could stand for any family member, any friends, or anything. Because at the end of the day, it's not who was in my life, but how long those people stayed in my life. I used to have a best friend, thought she was my best friend, but she isn't. Because she doesn't know anything about me anymore. It's the friends that know me the most, because they stayed with me the most, that are my best friends. Just think about it. Who would you trust more? The person who knew you when you were younger, or the person who knew you as you grew up and got older? Might not have known you when you were little, but knew you as you went through the struggles. Because we all know the struggle is real. But just think about it. Alright, I'm going to sign out. Hope you have a wonderful day, because, it's pretty late. But, got this. Good luck.